Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Nazim from the Red Pole Galaxy. This is, in fact, my first video, and I can assure you there's going to be many more videos after this. And as my first introductory video, I want to speak about a topic called hypergamy. Now, a lot of the men watching this, you're most likely aware of what the term means. It's pronounced either hypergamy or hypergamy, whichever way you want to say it. So, today's question is there any benefit to hypergamy? Is there both a good and a bad side, or is it only a bad thing? Well, we've noticed as men recently, especially now with the third wave feminism and the so-called toxic masculinity that they're talking and bitching and moaning about, that there's a lot of talk about, women choosing men that are higher up, and by definition, hypergamy purely refers to a woman's inclination to marry up. You'll never find a female CEO marrying a male receptionist. It's always the female receptionist marrying the male CEO. And in fact, I've seen this myself happen. I used to work for a company called Groupon South Africa, and we had a female intern literally starting day one. And long story short, she actually married the CEO. Then there's numerous examples of female hairstylists marrying managing directors, men that are in very high and senior capacities. So you'll always find women trying to find and latch onto a man that is financially much more successful than what they are in both the socio and the economic spheres of life. So you gotta ask yourself, why is this so? Is every woman just a gold digging whore? Or is there something more to it? See, so when it comes to hypergamy, I want you guys to imagine yourself, you just been born, you were born this morning, somewhere at 8 or 9 a.m. And what happens is here that your mom, she either doesn't have enough money or she's got just enough to get by on, simply because your father did not provide enough for your mother during a time of pregnancy or during the time that you are an infant. Now, would you, as a 1 day old baby, want to be in a situation where your mom has to beg, plead, and borrow for money? I don't think any sane or rational male would want that. So, in that instance, is hypergamy a good thing? The fact that your mother was looking for a man that was responsible, resourceful, and maybe not a multi-millionaire, but at least well off enough to be able to provide for you and to ensure that should you have any siblings, you don't have to sleep out on the street. You don't have to go and live with other family or friends. You can actually be sure in knowing that your father is able to provide for you. So in that instance, hypergamy is a good thing. Otherwise, your mom could just marry any loser with no money, no ambition, no goals, and that will be the end of that. So in that instance, hypergamy is a good thing. In what other instance can hypergamy indirectly be a good thing? Now, let me make this clear, okay? I'm not saying that you should strive for this, but what I'm saying is that when you pursue something in life, there should always be an added bonus. Let me rephrase, an added bonus, not the primary goal. So when you work out, you should always work out to become strong, to become muscular, to gain confidence, to set new benchmarks. It should all be about self-improvement. It should never ever be to chase women or to chase chicks or pussy. It should always be for you, for self-improvement, for confidence, for health and fitness, to reduce stress, to feel great about yourself. That should be the primary function. But as an added extra, as the cherry on top, if you find women that love a healthy, strong, and fit man, that's an added incentive to work out. So just imagine for one moment, every hot woman that was an 8, 9, or 10, she would sleep with any lazy fat guy, doesn't shave, has this big belly, smells bad, etc. Would you like that? If you've spent all this time working out, you've crafted something meaningful for your life, and this hot chick that's an 8, 9, or a 10 ends up rejecting you and taking some fat dude that's got nothing going for him. You wouldn't like it, would you? Okay, so in this instance, when women prefer men that's on their purpose, that's doing well, it's an added incentive to work hard. And again, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you should work hard for women. I'm not saying that you should make more money to attract women. You should do all these things for yourself, and if women like it, that's an added extra. Okay, now let's talk about the negative aspect of hypergamy. The negative aspect of it is that many women are abusing their youth, their vitality, their good looks to get men to pay for them. And I will admit, way back, more than 10 years back, in my blue pill beta days, I used to be a simp. I used to pay and spend money on chicks and not get laid. I used to open the door for them. I used to buy them flowers. I used to call them 10 times a day. I used to do all kinds of things for them, only for these bitches to use me and not give anything in return. And unfortunately, that's, sometimes you got to learn that way. Since that time, I've learned to focus on myself, to work out regularly, to promote my own business and ideas. And if women like that, that's great. If not, I'm not interested. Guys, hypergamy has become more of a negative thing than a positive thing. I've mentioned the benefits earlier, that your mom had to be hypergamous so that she could know that as a father, he could provide for you. And I know that some of you guys out there, maybe you had single moms, maybe your father walked away, maybe he was not even there when you were born, or maybe your parents got divorced. And there's a lot of studies out there confirming that men that are born to single mothers on average do not do as well as men that were born in households where both a responsible father that provides and a loving mother was present. You need the love of your mother, and you need the strength and character of your father. So in that instance, when women choose men that are healthy, fit and strong and able to provide, it is a good thing. Okay, but let me also not backtrack and go off the topic. Let me stick to the negative aspects of hypergamy. So you could have been with a woman for the last 10, 15 or 20 years, and you could have provided for her, given her everything she wanted and more, and then she can leave you for another guy that's got more money, that's got more status, that's got more power. And the problem with most guys is that they think that they can depend on what they've done for her in the past and use that as deposits to secure something for the future, which is not the case. Most people, or at least most women, do not care about what you've done in the past. You cannot say that I've done X, Y, and Z for you in the past, that you're going to give me something right now. Most women instinctively forget about the past. They've got a memory of a goldfish. They only care about what they can do or what they can get from you today and what you can do for them tomorrow. And women typically can leave a man in as little as 24 hours. Most women will monkey branch to another guy, and a lot of these chicks will have what they call beta orbiters hanging around her. All these guys pretending to be just friends, just want to hang out. It's bullshit. Okay? Men and women cannot be friends. There's always going to be sexual attraction from at least one to the other. And feelings is going to develop at least from one towards the other, even if they don't want to admit it. Alright? So just be sure that a lot of women have the capacity and the inclination to monkey branch upwards towards someone else that might have more money, more looks, more status, and for this reason you constantly have to be improving yourself. Again, not to focus on women, but just to become a high value male. Focus on your grind, focus on building a business, focus on your career, focus on improving yourself. And if you keep doing that, you will always be, by default, be attracting the best women in your life. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, go to my Patreon page and donate. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.